Shane told us to act right and fly straight or something like that.
Did he?
Well, you got a list?
No.
What are you working with?
I'll show you.
Okay. I'm not wearing a hat today.
It's your birthday.
Would you look at that?
Happy birthday.
It's a fancy balloon, everyone.
I went to Dollar General.
Yes, you did.
And
Yes,
that's the nicest thing that Dollar General has besides zero Gatorade. Happy birthday, Josh Klitz.
Pedialyte? They have Pedialyte?
I don't know. I didn't look for Pedialyte. I'm look for this thing.
Well, thank you. This means more than anything.
Yeah, man.
Plus
Happy
it makes-
birthday.
Oh, I appreciate it. Thank
How old
you.
are you?
47 today.
Damn, dude. That's old.
It's happening. It
That's
is
really
happening.
old.
So,
So you're less than me.
we'll get through it. We'll get through it. There's booze for a reason.
I have to tell you, I don't know. Have you ever, on my 48th birthday, I got a phone call from a friend that was trying to get me to join the country club.
Oh, what a waste.
What? What? My friend?
It depends on who it was.
Oh, no. She
Oh.
belongs to one of the country clubs. Mm-hmm. And she goes, hey, you should join the country club.
And what did you say?
I said, how much is it? And she told me how much it was. And then I talked to my wife.
She said no.
She said she was okay with it.
You're not, though.
Well, I got into thinking about it, and like from the social aspect, I kind of wanted to do it. And then I thought about it, and then I asked my wife, I said, if we join this country club as a family, are you going to let me play golf? And I don't think I said it like that, because that's super
did you
low
say
masculine energy. I didn't say,
No.
I was like, hey, I want to play golf.
I'm gonna play
What are you going to do about it?
Are you a golfer?
No. I own golf clubs,
Well, yeah, everyone does. You steal them.
right? Am I a golfer? No.
Then why would you join a country club? Can't you just do a, what do you call, social member? Just you out there handing out sangria shooters, and I mean, I see you really getting into it. Would you seem like to me you'd be on the board and you would just hammer home your thoughts. You would immediately be on the board, wouldn't you?
I would immediately be on the board, and then I would get canceled.
You're like would you ever join an HOA? Like, would you move to a home that had a homeowners association?
I have. I have.
I would never do it.
I owned a condo in Chicago, and there was an HOA, and they had a special assessment, which, by the way, country clubs
All assessed. Assessed out the world.
have special assessments.
You'll get one every year.
Out of nowhere, if you're in a country club,
Yeah, dude.
all of a sudden
Shows up.
You'll get some kind of heads up that something's happening, and then you'll get a bill in the mail for $800, $4,000,
Yeah.
$6,000. Depends where you live, and that's something that just comes out of the nowhere where you don't have a choice and you got to pay it.
So what is your number one benefit to joining a pay-to-play club? Like, you're already having to pay for stuff when you get there, but you've got to pay just to get in the door. I guess
My children go to St. Peter's, so I'm in a pay-to-play club already.
I don't think you can
I was in a
compare.
fraternity. That was pay-to-play.
Ugh, gross.
My condo was pay-to-play. The country club's pay-to-play.
I wouldn't do it. It's just not for me. It's fine. Do what you want to do. I don't give a shit, but it's not for me.
So when you ask me, am I a golfer?
Oh, yeah. I forgot about
Okay.
that.
I'm not a golfer, but I go to the driving range at KFC.
The chicken place? The range.
At KFC.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Knights of Columbus.
And I take my golf clubs there.
Sure.
And I spend $100 a month.
That's too much.
Got a monthly membership. So I want to come back to the country club thing, but
Please, I'm dying.
do you remember, did you ever hit balls at the Knights of Columbus?
I'm
driving
probably
range?
the best golfer in Quincy. No one knows that. It's a little known secret. My handicap, 20. That's pretty high.
Does that mean that you're the best?
Some would say.
The highest handicap?
Some would say I'm the best.
Mine's
yeah.
way higher than that.
Yours is?
Yeah.
So you're better than me.
I shoot like a 120.
That's really good. Out of 130, I assume.
Yeah, out of 72.
That's pretty good. Oh, 72.
Yeah. But like golf is you're trying to get a low score. You don't want a high score.
So I've been playing it wrong for years.
Yeah, you want to get as fewest strokes as possible to get it in the hole.
I don't wear shoes or socks when I golf. I golf barefoot.
Well, that just means that you're grounded. You're closer to the earth.
No, I'm lazy. I don't want to go out and spend money on more shoes that have spikies in them. I'm not good enough for all that bullshit equipment. Like you can purchase those sticks that they break if your form's not. Come on. 90% of golfers go out there to get away from their family. Some abuse drugs, alcohol, or others. And some just play 2 holes and then ride around laughing with their buddies. Like, that's where it's at.
Man, there's something about, like, so there's 3, okay, let's just establish this. On the
Establish,
country club
please.
stuff. Are there 3 country clubs in Quincy?
Well, there's 2, right?
Well,
3.
there's Cedar Crest.
Yeah.
No, I like that place.
I belong out there.
That's where I belong.
Shut up. I've never seen you there.
No, that's where I belong, like, in society. In, like, a societal way.
You've got to stop classifying things like
This is how my brain thinks. I'm trying to classify. I'm trying to put people into boxes.
You would have
This
a
is why
ton
I
of
have,
fun out there.
This is why, with every passing day, I lose a friend, lose a friend, lose a friend, and then
There's no way you have that many to give up.
No, I'm negative friends.
That's really a true statement.
It is true. This idea of joining a country club, there's lots of reasons why I want to do it. You're saying that you would not do it.
No, I wouldn't.
Is it because of your value system, of your ethics?
There is 0 value or ethics. It has nothing to do with that.
Is it the pay to play?
No. Well, that's fine. I mean, I understand it's a social thing. You get together, you network. It's business sometimes. I've done a lot of business on golf courses. I'm aware of the purpose behind it. Yeah. But like right now, there's no time. If that makes sense. There's just absolutely 0 time right now to really enjoy something like that. If I had more time, which I will in the future, eventually you build things and you really get to slow down. But like, I don't know, not enough time right now. It gets in my way of collecting buttons, and I don't want that to stop.
So I don't know if you've ever shown me your button collection.
I never will.
Yeah, how many do you have?
Over 13 right now, 13 buttons.
Over 13?
Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
So should I do this or what?
No. I highly recommend you don't. There's no reason for it. You just got done telling me not that long ago that like literally 6 days out of the week you're bugging the hell out of other parents trying to teach their children sports.
Yeah.
You think you have time to? Well, you know what? Probably the best thing ever happened to those kids. Yeah, you should join. Yeah, I would spend all that time at the country club.
I could stop coaching youth sports.
Oh, that'd be great.
And then after I get off work, I can text my wife, say OMW, which I don't know what that stands for, but it means that like you're on your way to something. OMW, on my way.
On my way.
And then I would go there, and my wife, she'd already be in some type of bikini that would be hidden with, hold on, women at the country clubs. This is what I learned about country clubs. The women.
This is going to go great, Shane.
The females.
This is going to go great.
Listen,
you know what
they do? They wear swimsuits.
They do.
And then they cover them up.
They do.
And then they get drunk on really good Chardonnay and say terrible things to their husbands. No, I'm kidding.
Boy, that sounds awesome. I mean, why wouldn't you join if that's the case?
But the kids would all be in the pool, and I could go up to the bar, and the first thing I would do is get a drink.
Spend $9 on it.
Spend $9 on top of the $10,000 or the $20,000 or the however much it's going to be.
Why would you not just get an extra Netflix membership?
Yeah.
Just as much fun. Save you a ton of cash. I would be like the Rodney Dangerfield of a country club.
You would be.
And here's the other thing that you don't think of, man. Like, you're going to get into that country club, and it's like, and again, I'm speculating. I'm very smart, probably the smartest person I know with a great golf score. But then you got to keep up with the Joneses. So you see somebody that's got something, and you're like, well, that looks like it belongs in this place. So then you've got to spend money to keep up with that. It never ends. And you're just constantly trying to keep it. That's not relaxing to me. I'd rather spend money on scratch-off tickets, America's true savings account.
It is.
Scratchers.
It is.
Yeah.
Funded by pretty much
Soros.
one demographic.
Oh, no, I was wrong. So Soros is not.
No, Soros takes half of the money.
Have you ever looked at someone and said, God, I wish they did an OnlyFans page?
You know what?
Yeah.
I got to tell you. I was talking to my wife about this recently.
I can't wait. Go on.
It crossed my mind. We do need some extra money. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I don't necessarily want my wife to go on OnlyFans, but I put my St. Peter's Catholic school education tuition on a credit card this time around because I got booted. I got booted from the Catholic Church.
What the hell does that have to do with you putting it on your credit card?
Because it's mass attendance related, and I miss mass by 1 mass. So when you don't go to mass enough, they boot you to the non-parishioner thing. So I'm being dead serious. You think I'm joking?
This is insane.
I'm dead serious.
So
your
insane.
mass attendance is tied to your tuition. So here's my point.
That's the way Jesus would want it.
I think after I got booted, I considered OnlyFans. I'm going in the opposite direction of Catholic now.
No, you're completely on the polar opposite.
Dude,
To
be honest though, I don't need to go to mass. Like, it's way too stressful to do this.
It's taken a long time to get here, Shane, but we finally did it.
OnlyFans?
Yeah?
Not as stressful. The money will roll in.
Yeah, you're just showing people your B-hole. Would you do that? Like, would you go full spreadums?
I would do feet first. I would do only feet.
You have good-looking feet?
No.
Why would you start there then? You have interesting ears. I'd go with that.
My ears are messed up, bro.
Well, what I would do though is
I'm all paper thin from wrestling.
That is
They'll
super
shoot
thin.
up.
I can see
Look at
through them.
this.
No, I'm telling you, you would need to go see a specialist.
I have an ear problem.
Well, I don't think it's a problem. I mean, it is for you. I'm fine.
How about my hands?
Let me see them.
Hand model.
Tiny fingers and
God
bumpy.
damn it. Yeah, it's
Look at
embarrassing.
those.
You're
gonna have you've already got the signs
It's rheumatoid.
of the crooked finger. You know what I mean? That one that always somehow touches the soup, and you're like,
Yeah.
"Fuck! Now I can't
Yeah,
eat that soup."
exactly.
Crooked finger. Put
I'm
his
embarrassed
thumb in
by
there.
it.
I wouldn't be embarrassed about it.
Can
Just
I make
break
some
it.
money?
Off of that?
Yeah. Feet? Okay.
I would do this. I would have an OnlyFans page, and it would be called Dad Bod Rod, and I would just do, like I would just wear like a medium Hooters outfit, and I would change lights, and I would do like household chores in sassy outfits, and then just give. Shane, tell me what you think. Camera 1, 2, let's go 2.
Did
I
you
just pop them like that, and I hit them, and that's why I'm doing this now. I'm trying to test the water.
Dude.
What do you think of that?
It's intense, man. It's
So
intense.
before you got here, Shane and I were talking about if you had 2 options of someone to rub their hand through your chest hair, would you choose Tom Selleck or Farrah Fawcett? Who would you choose to rub your chest hair?
Wait, hold on.
Yeah?
Farrah Fawcett didn't have chest hair.
This is my point. Who would you choose, Tom Selleck or Farrah Fawcett, to work that chest hair?
Farrah Fawcett.
That's a stupid answer.
Why? Because she doesn't have any?
That's my point. Tom Selleck is littered with it. That man knows how to work a chest hair.
I know, but I can't choose Tom Selleck.
Why not? You know the stories he's got? Blue Bloods, Magnum PI,
Yeah.
Friends.
Yeah. No. 3 Men and a Baby?
Oof, I forgot about that. Wasn't there 2 of them?
What?
Look Who's Talking Too?
No, that was John Travolta.
That's a different movie.
That's John Travolta.
I
That's a
messed
different
that one
Tom
up.
Selleck.
Yeah, it's totally. Boy, they did do 2 of those, I think. Huh. No, I don't know. I think you'd be good at OnlyFans. The dad bod thing. I was unaware until a couple weeks ago. There's a lot of chicks that like the dad bod. I was completely unaware of that.
I don't. Okay.
Hit me.
Hit me. I know I've heard that as well.
Okay.
I think these girls are very young, and I think they're looking for sugar daddies. I don't think they actually like it. I think it's money driven. I think they look at the dad bod, these young girls that say they like the dad bod.
Why do you say young girls? Why can't you? I mean, God damn it! Just
It's always young.
You don't have to say young.
There are no middle-aged women that like, why are you kicking my balloon off
I was
the
upset.
table?
I threw it. I apologize
That was
for
your
now.
birthday gift.
I'm gonna pick it back up. I'm taking it with me. I gotta huff it.
Jesus. It's offensive.
You don't huff helium?
I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't think that middle-aged women like the dad bod. I think the young girls do. And when I say young, 17 to 26.
You've got to start with 18.
No.
We have done this time and time again.
No.
This isn't West Virginia. That legal age is like 11 there. You've got to start with 18 in this damn state. Stop it.
I know, I get into trouble.
I mean, it's not a problem. I'm never not going to be married. You know what I mean? I'm in that zone. I'm in that groove. I've worked.
Are you trying to get the dad bod on purpose?
Trying to get it?
Are you trying to get it?
It's happening.
Right.
There's no trying.
Are you? So you're not putting any effort into getting it.
No, I don't try to get it.
Okay.
But at 47, as we all know, sometimes things aren't taught. They're not taught, and so you've got to find ways around it. Rubber bands.
Yeah.
I was told by someone to do calisthenics in my chair, and I'm like, you know what? I don't need help trimming my toenails yet. That's not the kind of exercise I want to get into right now.
Right.
If I'm sitting at a chair long enough that I need to do calisthenics in it, I'm worried about bed sores at that point or shitting my pants.
When you're sitting in your chair,
Yeah.
you're saying that you put no effort into it, so you never like tighten your core and like shift around and get up and like do things.
I don't really sit in chairs though. I'm always,
you don't.
I'm on the go.
Yeah, you
so
are.
like not a lot
Yeah,
of
you are.
sitting.
Well, when you're driving.
I'm on the phone when I'm driving.
Okay.
Illegally. I mean, right to my hand to head. I paid no attention to school zones or speed limits.
You're not using wireless Bluetooth devices.
I have it. Choose not to. I'm a gentleman. If I want to talk on my phone, I'm going to do it.
See, again, I have to play this contrarian
don't have
position,
to. Yeah, but you
which
can.
it's not even playing. This is how I am. I'm super contrarian.
I thought you were Episcopalian.
Well, what's the opposite of Catholic? Because I got booted from being Catholic.
What do you mean you got booted? Who told you were out?
They stuck me in the non-parishioner, non-Catholic tuition rate for my kids.
How much more is it?
Like $4 or $5 grand?
A piece or total?
No, total. Total.
So what makes you loyal to that joint at this point?
The only thing now is like now I don't have to try because I tried really hard and I got booted anyway. So now I don't have to try. So the only thing that keeps me there is now I want my kids to have that toolbox.
What toolbox?
The private school toolbox.
Why do you assume that's better than anything else?
Because
of the word.
well, listen, man. The Catholic school, public school debate.
Yeah? Hit me with it. I'd love for you to upset that sect of people.
I've done it many times.
You have.
I've done it many times. I wrote a letter to the editor once, to Muddy River. I pissed off a lot of people.
Who was that? Who was the editor at the time?
Bob Goff.
Oh, man. He's got no pull at that joint.
Well, I wrote one to him, and then I got into a lot of trouble from my Catholic friends. And then even, this is what I said. I said that, and people have heard this before, so this is an old trope. This is the idea of, like, the non-denominational Christian churches are more of like a rock band, like entertainment-driven thing, and the Catholic Church is more of a loud pipe organ thing, where there's more about sacrificial lambs and like a man hanging dead off a cross. It's a lot different. A lot different, man. It is very difficult to be Catholic. If you're going to be Christian, if you want the hardest road, Catholicism is the harder road. I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm saying that like I'm now $5,000 poorer because I missed one mass, and they kicked me out. So now my life just got easier. Because
what do you mean they kicked you? You've said that twice. So you mean to tell me someone came up to you and said, "Listen, you piece of shit." Oh, you got an email.
An email.
That's how Catholics do it now. They don't have the balls for face-to-face shaming.
They're not going to call me and say, "Hey, I noticed that you missed a mass. You're on probation. We're going to give you the discounted rate because your whole family's been Catholic for a long time. Your mom and dad give a lot of money to the church. Like, you're kind of trying. You join the Adoration Chapel. You're giving a recurring weekly fee electronically per the debit card."
Fee? For what?
Dude, you have to give a lot of money and a lot of time. There's no screwing around. It's the opposite. It's like this. We're going like the country club.
Yeah.
When you join the country club, they hit you with a special assessment fee.
Frankie,
In the Catholic world, you think you're Catholic, you think you're doing all the work, but then if you mess up, you miss like a mass, they hit you with the $5,000 HOA special assessment fee. That's what happened to me.
Do you remember that a TV show, Boston Public? It was on Fox. Remember that?
I never saw that show.
I never watched an episode.
No,
I only at the time though when that was out, DVR was just starting to pop up. Streaming wasn't around, so you couldn't rifle through commercials. So when you watched a show on Fox, you were forced to watch that commercial of that show, right?
Yeah, I totally know what you're talking about.
So here's my point. Every week, there was something horrific that happened at that school. Every week, shootings, pregnancies.
In the show?
In the show. Boston Public was a mess. No one ever got fired. Principal stuck around. Zero help from the school. Is it the school board?
Yeah.
So I just feel like the stress you're talking about almost equals the drama that went on at Boston Public. And I'm just concerned that right now you're giving these people all this money, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna shit your britches when you fly up to wherever you fly up to, and it's just some guy named like Rick, and he's like, "Yeah, you spent all that money for nothing. This is a Chico's. Used to be a dress barn, but We got bought out. So you're going to spend all this money. You're going to end up in a dress barn in the sky wearing oversized dresses
Hey, I'll tell you what.
with a great dad bod.
I'll tell you what. It sounds like you're saying there's an afterlife.
If
saying.
you're interpreting me saying that there's a Chico's that was then turned into a dress barn as my heaven, sure, I believe in the afterlife now. If that's what it's going to take. If I can fly up and wear a floral 3X dress, I have wonderful calves, so I guess I'd look pretty good in it. I think, yeah. The muumuus? What's a muumuu?
A muumuu?
Yeah. Isn't that a dress?
Kind of.
Is it a nighttime dress?
No.
No. Why do you know what a muumuu is?
A muumuu is for somebody who can't fit into a dress.
So a bigger dress.
Very few like fit people wear muumuus. Very few.
Can you name me one fit person that wears a muumuu? On the spot right now.
It's not even a thing. There are no fit.
David Goggins. He loves them.
David Goggins.
Yep. Yeah, he's a huge fan of muumuus.
David Goggins. I love David Goggins.
I don't.
By the way.
I don't.
See,
I think he's a piece of shit.
Are you serious?
I don't like him.
See,
I don't like what he stands for. I don't like his. I don't know. I don't know him. I don't know if I like him or not. I think he's full of shit. I think he's built a character. You know, you've got like your liver kings out there and these psychopaths that just convince anyone based off a minute-and-a-half reel that they're this person, and suckers eat into that shit all day long, and it drives me bonkers, man.
Yeah.
I'll never understand this day and age, and I have no problem with social media. I use it for work. I use it for, it's great. I get to see my nephews and family members that aren't living near us, so I'm not against it. I just wish people had the ability sometimes to understand bullshit from genuinism. That's not a word. Genuinism? What's the word? Genuine
Judaism?
No.
Genuism.
You know what happened the last time I brought that up? That was a terrible thing.
I'm trying to figure out what you're saying.
Genuine people. Just someone that's genuine. That's not out there acting a character to sell their goods, their wares, their shirts.
Yes.
There's too many people out there telling you what to do.
Yeah.
Back in the day, it was Tony Robbins. He
Okay.
had those giant banana hands, walked around stage,
He
told you what to do.
He was like the birth.
The original.
Yeah, he's like the OG.
OG. You bet
of
your titsy
life
is.
coaches.
Yes. Yes.
Influencers.
Influencers. Thank you.
Influencers.
That's the word.
So David Goggins is an influencer. Mm-hmm. There's lots of them.
How many?
Well,
You want me to undo a button real quick, by the way?
Should
I undo a button?
Well, it's your birthday.
Let's make it 14 buttons I have not collected.
Don't
that
lose
fall
that
off?
mic though.
I'm taking it with
Dude,
me.
influencers. How do you feel about how do you feel about influencers?
Social
Media influencers.
I bullshit a lot. We have fun. We giggle. Blah blah blah. There's not one person that I am influenced by. I refuse to let someone influence my life. There's just no. I admire people, historic people. Not like.
Like who?
This is so nerdy, but Dick Winters was the leader of Easy Company, one of the most decorated units in World War II, paratrooper.
Okay.
That dude's story is bananas. I've read the book 3 or 4 times.
Is that Band of Brothers?
It is.
Yeah.
That dude was an absolute badass. And back when badasses were true badasses, there was no one writing books about him at that time. There was no cameras. It was just him doing his job, leading people. And then 40 years later, 50 years later, it was finally celebrated. So this dude went 50 years just being who he is. And that's what I admire.
I think like a guy like that.
And TT Boy.
Who's TT Boy?
80s porn star. Male, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely an influencer.
Shane's looking him up.
Don't you think?
Oh, look at him. He's happy as hell.
I don't know any influencers, Josh.
Yes, you do.
Well, I know of many, but I don't know that many.
Who are you influenced by?
I'm not talking about like local fitness leaders. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about people who are in the business of life coaching, where they're selling multi-level marketing, like makeup.
You mean pyramid schemes?
They're selling pyramid schemes. Mm-hmm. They are trying to get people to call them and say, "Hey, I want you to train me," and they're making money on the side doing these things. My point is, I don't know one influencer.
You love Andrew Tate.
Who is actually? I do love Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
He's an influencer.
100%.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I take it back.
I know. That's why I
He's
said
the only influencer I know.
You're a filthy liar.
That's actually putting in real work. That's a big thing to say, man. I'm gonna have like
No.
good friends of mine. They're gonna call me. They're like, "Really, Frank?
They're not.
Really? No, they're not gonna call me.
No, they're not going to call you. You just literally told me 20 minutes ago you're in the negative right now. So I'm not concerned about your
Well,
feelings.
I just got more negative.
For what?
For what
Andrew
I
Tate?
just, no, yeah, that sent me deep, like negative 30 people.
I think he's full of shit, but I respect his hustle.
You think he's full of shit?
Oh, dude. Yes, I think he's full of shit. I think what they've done is they've created some of the best characters that I don't take away from the fact that they're business savvy. I'll give them that. They've created something that isn't easy to create. They went through year or months in a where the hell were they? Romanian prison. Like that's where they keep Draculas and vampires in Romania. So I mean that dude, you got to give it to him. But yeah, man, it's over the top. You know what I mean?
Well,
I eat raw turnips or whatever the hell they eat. I don't know, but I don't care for it.
It is over the top, but there is one thing about Andrew Tate that I don't like.
The smell?
No.
What?
He said there's no reason to be married, and you should bring in as many kids with as many women as you can.
Oh, that's exhausting. Jesus Christ, can you imagine that Christmas? Just 12 little bastards running around. Oh my God, they all got different. Oh, you can't just buy them Hasbro wrestlers either for $8.
That's what Elon Musk is doing.
What's that?
He's literally got 13. He's got 13 or 14 kids, just a bunch of different baby mamas.
They're gonna find that guy like they did David
Elon
Carradine.
Musk is an influencer.
Disagree.
Okay.
The reason I disagree is that dude's putting every amount of effort in his mind into Mars. You know what I mean? Like he won't stop thinking about Mars. So much to the fact that he's creating like industries to be better at living on Mars. Underground tunnels, solar, EV.
Well, would you give me this?
Okay. Well, we'll see.
If I said that your average influencer, like listen, your average influencer around Quincy, those people, I'm not talking about like fitness leaders, like high level guys like Sam Dancer. Sam Dancer lives a real life. He's a big time guy. Why are you looking at me like that?
How many people follow Sam Dancer at this moment?
Thousands and thousands and thousands.
Thousands.
Tens of thousands.
And he doesn't dance a lick, I'm told.
So, I'm not talking about that guy. That guy is a high-level performer. He's performing at an extremely high level.
Ooh.
That Sam Dancer.
Are we talking about the same two people?
So hold on. I'm saying Andrew Tate.
Oh.
Elon Musk.
Oh.
Those two guys are the only kind of influencer kind of people.
Yeah.
That are actually living a very difficult life, living on a very interesting, like high level that most people cannot attain.
Oh,
but
I would never want to be Elon Musk.
No,
Never. It looks like hell. I would never want to be Elon Musk.
Well, no. Why would you?
Well, I mean, I'm not South African, so that's out.
You can't be him.
Because I'm not South African.
And you're not Elon Musk. You cannot be him. You can't even be an influencer. You can't.
Oh, well, that hurts. I mean, he didn't even let me.
No, I don't.
Fuck that balloon you got me.
I mean, if you see an influencer on the internet, you can't be that person. You can only be you. That's what I'm saying.
So who would be your one influencer right now? You have to have one. You're taking a deuce. You got your phone up. By the way, is that an iPhone 3? What do you got there?
Yeah, it's old.
Yeah.
It's old. I don't upgrade. I upgrade every 7.5 years. Yeah. Who's my number one influencer?
Right now.
Oh, geez. I don't even know.
You do know.
I don't
know.
I'm
gonna pull it out of you because you know who it is.
Like influencer?
Mm-hmm. It's Tila Tequila.
Oh, man. Tila Tequila.
Yeah, that's who you like.
She was 4'0".
I think she's dead.
She probably is.
Huh. Well, that was a lackluster performance done by you.
You know who else is dead? Epstein.
Oh yeah. That list, right?
What do you think about that?
I can tell you from pure certainty, and the fact that that list was never coming out, man. That wasn't happening.
But is there a list?
Dude, yes. There's a list. Come on, man. Mm-hmm. The guy was a financier. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna. I hate the man. I hate what he stood for and everything else. Now, Ghislaine Maxwell, that's a go-getter. Puts things together and gets things done. Mm-hmm. But that guy's a piece of shit. And yeah, he may have been smart with monies and whatnot. But come on, man. That list is long and gross. Mm-hmm. Long and gross.
Do you think that the United States would, and this is, you and I don't talk about a lot of political things, and we don't have to.
No, I don't spell it.
No. But the idea that they would shove that list aside and completely give up on everything and let this ride.
Okay, it's crazy.
What do you think about that?
Excuse me. There are hackers that can get into a NASA satellite, and they can mess with stuff in a matter of minutes. Forgive me, I can't remember the name of that one watchdog group at one time. There's a couple, 3 years back, whatever, that was like hacking into everything and like blowing things out of the water.
Sure.
During that Eric Snowden thing, when all those whistleblowers and that one albino that went to wherever the hell he went to, Julian Assange or whatever his name was, yeah. Right. So someone's going to get this list. But the problem I have right now, and Shane blew me away a little bit ago, and I'll never forgive him. You can't believe anything anymore on the intrawebs. You just can't. I came in here, I sat down, I got my cup of mineral water, looked at Shane and said, "Can you believe how many Down syndrome kids are on social media now?" And he looked at me and said, "It's a filter." And I said, you gotta say it again out loud. He goes, "It's a filter that you can put on your camera and it makes you look like you have Down syndrome." If that's where we are at right now in society, I want social media shut down forever. It's funny. I don't know how that did that, but it shouldn't happen. It shouldn't be a thing.
I am totally unaware of this filter.
Me too. It literally, how long, what, half hour ago?
I don't know exactly what you were referring to, but I have seen the filter.
A filter?
Yes. You have seen that particular filter?
Yes. Uh-huh. I don't know if that's exactly what he's talking about.
Well, you must be. You must be, because...
Who would have two discussions about Down syndrome kids doing social media?
This is crazy.
I love it. Go for it, kiddo. Get out there and do your thing. But I'm saying you can't believe anything anymore because of filters and AI and everything else. So if this list does come out, there's too many avenues to get out of those situations by claiming fake news and AI and everything else. So it really doesn't
If
matter.
Donald Trump was on video doing terrible, terrible things on an island, he
R.
could
Kelly
just say,
piss shit, yeah.
Yeah, R. Kelly stuff.
Yeah.
He could just be like, "No, fake news. It's not me.
Fake news.
It's not me."
Yeah.
And then people would say, "Yeah, I can't prove it is him."
I used to break into houses. I was a second story guy. I'd get caught. Fake news. Never convicted.
This is a huge problem.
Which part?
The
Breaking
AI
into
thing.
homes?
No, breaking into homes is fine.
Yeah.
I'm
Good
saying-
exercise. Keeps my core strong.
Right. See, you will work on your core
When I'm breaking into homes.
you're breaking into homes.
Sure.
But I just feel like
I don't know.
I just feel like all the AI stuff, all this, what you're talking about, you're saying that when you're on the internet and you see a video, it may look absolutely real.
Perfect.
It may be shocking. You're like, "Oh my gosh."
8K.
And then later, you have no idea if that's real.
No, and it's terrifying. I mean, I don't know. It is what it is. I don't care, man. You know, you're over here dropping $5,000 on an 18% credit card to put your kids into school that don't even want you there. You got more problems than I do.
Oh, they want me there. They want the money.
You tithe? You tithe?
Tithe means 10%.
Right. That's a lot of money.
I cannot physically, well, I guess I tithe now. I guess I tithe now.
It sounds like you tithed your ass off.
They shoved me into the tithing category. Now I'm tithing. I'm paying for a service, so it's not the same thing. But
whatever makes you sleep better, pal.
No, but this whole idea of toxic masculinity has been...
It's a pretty big problem.
Is it?
It's a pretty big problem.
But you're lying. See? I can't believe anything that you say.
No, here.
Do you think that toxic masculinity is a thing?
Give me, be brief and to the point. Give me your definition of masculinity. Like,
oh yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, but before you just make a vague statement, what is it to you, so I can understand your thought process?
Oh, I like what you did there.
Oh, I'm very good.
You're forcing me to operationally define.
I'm not going to let you just anymore willy-nilly state things like I don't believe.
Yeah.
You know what? Nope. I did it to you last week. I'm not going to do it to you this week. So just hit me with it. Hit me.
you want a succinct operational definition?
No, I want be succinct.
Masculinity, essentially, is the act of being masculine.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Masculine means you talk a certain way, you act a certain way.
Look at me, I'm a big boy. I
You're
have
a
fun.
big guy.
Yeah, I don't know why I did Russian.
You're a big
Look
boy.
at me, you have fun.
Oh, look at me.
Pay me my money.
Pay him his money.
Yeah, that's a great scene, by the way.
So
yeah.
I think masculinity is essentially, it's the opposite of femininity. And this is really tough to define what masculinity is.
It shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be.
You threw it out all willy-nilly like you knew what you were doing.
Yeah, it's like, what is a woman? It's like, man,
You're like that one guy, the guys that do the tightrope, but at the bottom's a net. Gives a shit.
Right.
I fall in a net.
right.
Oh no! But yeah, hit me with it.
I mean, I don't know. Let me think about it. I've never had to try to define it like that. I think it's
Okay.
just acting like a man. And what is a man? A man is got the chromosomes have to line up. You have to. I honestly believe you got to be packing. I don't think
A
you.
gun or a wiener?
Yeah, the latter.
Wiener?
Yeah,
You think you need a huge wiener?
a huge one.
7 to 10 inches, 4 inches around. Yes. Do you need one of those?
That's average.
Wow. Good for you. Good for you. I'm gonna pick your balloon back up.
No, I think masculinity is the role of of being a man. I think I've never been asked this question before. I've never had to think it all the way through. I think it's when you take the role of a man. Like masculinity is when you take the role of a man, and what men do.
What do they do?
Well, they tend to value things, and I think women tend to value people. And that's my Jordan Peterson explanation. So, for example, like engineers, okay? You tend to have more men.
I'm gonna do another button. You okay with that?
Yeah, do it.
Thank you.
So,
You're welcome too.
men tend
This is for you,
more to
not
be
me. For you.
engineers, whereas like social workers, or sociologists, or teachers,
Overpaid.
Teachers
Waste of time. Yeah.
historically have mostly been women because I think that women
Okay.
have value people more over things, and I think men value things a lot of times over people.
So you're
And
saying
I
men are
think that is-
materialistic?
I think everybody is materialistic to a point, but yeah.
You still okay? Give me so the studio audience can give me a man who is your definition of masculinity. One figure that just encompasses your.
Can I give you a? Can we go back to the Andrew Tate figure?
If you want to. It's your ass, not mine.
I would think that like if you had to pick the most masculine, to the point of what some people would say toxic masculinity. I think people would say that Andrew Tate has an element of toxic masculinity.
No, he seems like if he would walk in the house and a girl didn't have a certain drink ready, he'd give her the old what have you. You know what I mean?
Like the
It's
Sean
too-
Connery.
It's too much. Oh, I'll just give him a little schmack. You know what I mean?
him a
Yeah,
little
I'll
schmack.
give him a little schmack, Barbara.
And Barbara Walters, remember that interview?
Oh God, dude, that was. I mean, it was.
Barbara Walters
I
was
laughed very hard.
She was beside herself.
This is what I loved about that. So Sean, what's his name?
Connery.
That is my definition of masculine. Not because he struck women, but we don't know what they did, so it's hard to assume that he was a bad guy. But like, yeah. No, I don't believe that. Honestly, I can't even tell you. Wait, can you name one movie he was in?
Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
Shit, that's right, and I love that. Yeah, that is a great movie, actually.
I can do more than that though.
Nah, we're not gonna.
Hunt for Red October.
No, that wasn't him. That was Billy Bob Thornton.
No, it wasn't.
No, you're probably right. I don't know. I've honestly,
I mean, his
I
Bond.
posed the question to you, and I truly don't know the answer either.
Can I give you a Sean Connery joke with regards to men and women?
Please, I'd love it.
As men get older,
Yeah.
they tend to look like kind of more sophisticated. They kind of like age a certain way. They tend to age more and more like Sean Connery.
Oh,
Okay?
Set of my nuts.
And when women
Yeah.
age, they tend to look more and more like Sean
Sean
Connery.
Connery. Yeah. No, you've made at least two good points today.
Sean Connery was a good Bond, by the way.
He was a good Bond. There's a commercial that came up on I don't know what site, whatever. It was an Anacin commercial, right, from like 1954. And this guy walked in, and this lady, the wife, in this black and white commercial for Anacin was like, "Oh, welcome home, honey. How was your day?" And he's like, "Damn it, Barbara, I've had a hard day." And then he has this inner monologue, and he's like, "I could kill everyone in this home right now." And then she's like, "I'm going to give you some Anacin." And everything was just chipper. But this dude walked in hot. You could tell that if that fucking meal wasn't hot and ready, that poor woman was taking a shellacking.
Yeah, that's toxic masculinity.
But in 1954, not that long ago,
Right.
that was accepted in this country.
Yeah.
And so, like, when you're raised by people from that era, it's hard to be socially acceptable in today's climate when you were raised by people like that. And so I'm not making excuses for asshole men, because they're heroes. But it is a very, that small 10-year gap of being born at this year and this year is more like a 100-year gap as far as the differences in today's men and younger men today.
I mean, the difference between now and 100 years ago is almost the difference between back then, 500 years.
Well, those people were raised by people that were fighting Indians. You can't compare the two.
Right. Well, okay,
What a childhood.
here's masculinity.
Yeah?
Because it's really hard to define it now with so-called socially constructed gender roles. But back 100 years ago, hold on a second.
Good lawyer words.
So you've got a log cabin, and the woman is sitting there and she's by the fire, and she's making a fire, and the man says, "Well, honey," well, they didn't say honey back then.
No,
They
no.
said, "Woman, I'm gonna go leave.
I could have said woman.
I'm gonna go kill our food.
Oh, okay.
I'll be back when I'm back."
Okay.
And he's gone for a day, 2 days, 3 days, a week.
Oh, you think these
They
are hunting
don't-
trips? They're that long?
No, I'm saying back in the wild frontier,
Okay.
where the man is leaving,
Yeah.
and it's the dead of winter.
Okay.
He's putting on the big fur coat, and he's got the rifle.
Yeah.
It's probably a single action musket.
Oh, yeah, wet
And he's
powder.
going out there and he's saying, "Woman, I'm gonna go kill our food.
I like your affect, by the way.
Stay here.
Uh-huh.
Stay here with the youngins. I'll be back." And she says, "When?" "When I get back." Quit asking stupid questions.
No, that sounds right.
So that's somewhere between male masculinity and borderline toxic masculinity right there. Because he added that last little line of stop asking stupid questions. That's where the toxicity comes in, Klitz.
Yeah.
But it's a, man, there's an Anacin commercial. Are you pulling that up on YouTube? It's absolutely amazing.
Okay, with zero sound, that woman's face is like, "I am gonna get it tonight," and all this poor woman did was be like, "How was your day, George?" or whatever the hell his name was. Can I play it? And then can we do it? The
Yeah.
thing?
Well,
It doesn't take long.
no one's going to be able to see it.
Why not? Can I turn it around?
No one's going to be able to see it.
Ugh. God.
You're going to have to plug that thing in.
What do you mean? Look at
So, I'll tell you,
this. Okay.
I think technology essentially.
You think it's ruined men? Technology?
I think it is short term between technology and the politics intertwined with the technology is short term ruining society and having society generally, like huge swaths of society, kind of circle the drain a little bit. Like for example,
Okay.
the technology of
Here's a mess.
the pill,
What pill?
the
Plan B?
like birth control.
Oh. Yeah.
That is a massive piece of the whole idea of like new wave feminism plus the pill. These things play into the elements of masculinity and like gender roles. For example, when you and I were kids, I mean, back in the 80s, you could live, a family could live on a single income. Now you can, but I'm going to say, that man's income. See what I did there?
No, I see it.
See what I did?
I see it.
No, that lost me 7.
Nah.
That lost me 7.
You don't need them.
They're all feminists. The ones I just lost just there are feminists. I'm saying the man has a single income, and if that man's income is very high, then the gender roles fall back into place. The traditional gender roles fall back into place.
Yeah.
And you know what happens?
I don't.
As long as the man and wife aren't cheating on each other, that's probably going to work out. They got some kids. They can afford the nanny. The wife can do whatever she wants. They don't have to worry about putting tuition on credit cards.
Are you talking 2025? Or Pat? Like, you're talking today?
I'm saying that back then you could have a single income. The man is working, and you fall into they could have fallen into traditional gender roles back then. But today, if there's going to be a single income, that man has to make a lot more money to have the same effect. So, for example,
Can he still strike his wife making great money today? That's the question that everyone's typing me.
he should not.
Thank you.
He should not.
Why did you just wink at me with your off-camera eye? Why did you wink? You did this, folks, with his
You
left eye
imagine
like that.
You imagine that.
Yeah,
No, don't Sean Connery your wife.
I'm
Don't
going to
do
give
it.
you a schmack there, Frankie.
Little schmack.
A little schmack.
No schmacky schmack.
I want to show you this commercial. Not the whole thing.
But hold on a second.
Should I save it for the end?
You should save it. No, that what should happen is we should insert that.
Can we do
into
that?
the pod.
Can we
But-
do that?
Yeah, but you can't do it now.
So save it.
Yeah, at this point, just
Can
make
we
sure.
open up with the first 15 seconds of that commercial?
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, you open it up. Open
That's
up the pod.
fantastic.
This is how you produce stuff.
It really is. We have no clue what the hell we're doing, though. We talk a big game. It's a disaster.
We do talk a bit.
I mean, there's no winning anymore.
No.
Cats and dogs living together.
Right.
Lesbians driving trucks.
Right.
Gays skate dancing.
I mean, lesbians should drive trucks if they want to.
If you saw a man, and he's an amazing skater, not ice.
Roller skates?
Roller skates.
Or
I couldn't
inline
think of the
skates?
word. Okay, there's a fair question. Who's more of a man, a guy that's just hammering out to some ABBA going in an oval, or a guy in inlines parkouring 3 feet off the air?
The guy using inline skates is more of a man.
Parkouring.
What's that? What's parkour?
Like extreme jumping or some shit, like where they just hop off. Who gives a crap?
I don't know what that is.
You know parkour, hardcore parkour.
No, I don't know what that is.
You,
Never heard of that.
Shane, how do I describe it? This guy's over here talking about masculine, and he doesn't know about jumping off 8-foot tall walls onto dumpsters and doing belly rolls.
I don't even know that term.
No one does. I'll show you parkouring later.
I know what an acid drop is on a skateboard.
Do you think a man is less of a man if he cooks?
No. All the best chefs are men. Look at the look you gave me. It's true, man.
Here.
It's true. Name the most famous chef in the world.
Right now?
No. How about this? Name
Walter
the most.
White.
Name the most
Oh, you
famous.
said chef, not cook.
How about name the most famous female chef? And if you're gonna go back to Julia, what's her face? You got to go back to like the 60s, 70s, 80s.
The most famous female chef.
Who is the most famous female chef currently?
Dyke Livingston.
No.
I made that up.
No.
I'm actually going to look that up. I can't tell you. I know that one just passed away.
Cooking? Listen, can I tell you this?
No.
If the man is solely responsible
Yeah.
for cooking
Okay.
every single day, he comes home from work,
Beat.
and his wife is not going to cook, and he has to do all the cooking, two things are going on. He's an extreme man, and he's got very bad decision making when it comes to women. He chose a poor spouse.
I'm going to be honest. I tend to not agree with you a lot, right?
Right.
There is a list right now on my mobile computer device, and there's got to be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 ladies on this list.
Never heard of one of them.
I don't know who the hell these people are.
No, because it's all crap. It's all crap. Julia Child,
She's not even on here.
Rachel Ray,
Not on here.
Paula Deen.
Not on here.
Yeah, those are very famous female chefs.
Why aren't they on here?
Because they're, I don't know, like
Racist?
they might be.
Paula Dean made it true.
Paula
But
Deen.
again, she was raised by people that fought Indians. She
was.
doesn't know what she's saying.
Right.
Willy-nilly this, willy-nilly that.
Is Martha Stewart Was she a chef, or was she more of a?
No, she stock fraud.
Yeah,
that's
but
pyramid
what did
scheme.
Martha? But Martha Stewart was definitely.
I think
way up there.
she just made pot pies and curtains. That was her gig, and she killed it. She did great.
You know who makes really good pot pies?
Rick Pot Pie?
Marie Callender.
Okay, I agree with you. Have you looked? We got some of those, right? For quick lunches on the go, quick dinners on the go. I went to shove 2 of those sons of bitches down my fat face, right?
Yeah.
And then I turned the box over, not to read nutritional facts. Look at me. I don't care about nutritional facts.
Dad bod.
Dad bod rod.
That's how you get a dad bod, is by not caring about what goes in your mouth.
Let me tell you what it said. If I were to have had 2 of those wonderful pot pies from that silly bitch Marie Callender, I would have enjoyed 175% of my daily income of sodium in one meal. I would have housed something like 1,400 calories. When I looked at the ingredients, I would rather eat roadkill possum at this point, knowing that the sodium in that possum has got to be far less than housing 2 Marie Callender pot pies. Did I eat both of them? Yes, I did. And I put a shit ton of pepper and salt in it before I read the sodium issues.
Yeah.
So to this day, I still buy Marie Callender, and I'll eat 3 or 4 right now. I could eat 4 right now.
They're
I haven't eaten all
fantastic.
day. I'm very hungry. Are you going carbless?
Yeah.
Oh, I hate it. Why would you?
Yeah. Because I don't want the dad bod. I'll do whatever it takes to avoid the dad bod.
You've got
I'll do whatever it takes.
those disgusting hands and thin ears, and you're worried about a dad bod.
Do you want to know what my wife told me last year?
Your ears are gross, Frank. Change them.
I know.
No, is that what she said? I was repeating what you asked me to tell you.
No,
what
she said something far sinister.
Give it to me.
This is a true story. Okay? Everything, by the way, everything I've been saying is like 78% true.
Those are math numbers.
So I got out of the shower. And so I'm
Slower and look me in the eye when you tell me the story.
Right. I am 6 foot tall.
No, you're not.
Yes, I
I'm
am.
5'8". You're not that much taller than me.
I'm 6 foot, dude.
You're not 6 foot.
I'm 6'1" with shoes.
You are not 6
After
foot tall.
this pod, Shane is going to measure us. And I.
Just for the record, I'm exactly 6 foot. So
Oh,
Okay.
Shane is much taller than you.
Okay, so we will figure out.
We're not figuring out shit. I just told you the answer. Get over here,
Okay.
Shane. Let's stand next to this Riri.
We're not gonna do this. Oh, no. We can't do it right now. It's gonna script the whole thing. Just listen. I get out of the shower.
Yeah.
I get out of the shower. You will have to report on this on the next pod about how much of a liar I am for saying I'm 6 foot.
Oh, they know.
I got out of the shower. Mm-hmm. And my wife looked at me, and she's like, you're 12 years older than me.
Who said that? Your wife?
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yep. Because I'm
Did you give her a little schmack?
I'm 12 years older. Well,
You
what?
can't say that on camera. A little schmack.
She goes, I don't mind being married to an older man.
Yeah.
But what makes you think that I want to be married to a fat older man?
She said these words to you,
Right to my face.
and you allowed those words to completely change your masculine thought.
I immediately dropped 14 pounds in 2 weeks and you can see my abs again. I was doing push-ups, sit-ups, everything I could. I was doing everything I could.
When you sit to pee, do you wipe back to front or front to back?
You see what I did there, Shane?
I don't know about his wipes. So
Attaboy. Dude wipes? Who cares? Okay, well, good for you. It's going to be tough. You're going to hate it. There's no reason to go. Life is way too hard for you to sit there and take a break for how many days were you going to go?
I'm going to go to August 1st.
Okay, that's crazy long.
My sweat smells like ammonia now, though.
Why? Are you serious?
Yeah, I think I probably have some type of metabolic issue now that I've gone carbless. I've been
Well, yeah,
carbless for a week and a half. It's turning into a problem.
What was the last carb you had?
I had some white rice
Oh, man, what a man.
three Tuesdays ago. White rice.
Follow you into war.
Yeah.
Guys, I'd love to fight, but I'm out of rice. Thank you, Frank.
Yeah. I just don't want the dad bod.
Well, again, you've got more problems than that.
I do.
It's crazy
Got
that
problem
you're
after
fixating
problem.
on that.
Well.
What size feet are you? What
Well,
are
I'm going to
those?
say 10, and then you're going to say bull crap. It's a 9.
What is it?
It's a 10.
And you're 6 foot.
Yeah.
I have size 13 and a half feet.
Well, yeah.
I'm 5'8".
Yeah.
There's no way you're 6. That frame ain't 6.
It goes back to the small bony hands.
Look at those bony little hands.
See?
Like a hobbit.
It's starting to make more sense now, isn't it?
kind of is.
Small
yeah.
wrists.
Would you? Yeah. No, those are very ladylike. Yeah.
I wouldn't get on the mat with me if I was you.
Well,
turn
because
you
of
up-
the way that you would homosexually touch me?
I mean, I'd throw you in a Japanese whizzer.
There was a joke I heard today that made me think of you. Shane, I'm going to tell you the story because if I tell it to Frank, it won't make any sense. But like, Frank and I we had this bet going on, right? That I was the best hider in hide and seek, and he said, "No, I'm the best." And I said, "All right, I'm going to give you 10 seconds, and if I find you, you have to give me a hand job." And he said, "Done." And he ran off, and he's like, "I'll be behind the couch." And I'm like, "That doesn't count. You're not getting a handy now. I'm not going to give you one because you told me what you're hiding."
Right. Yeah.
Bob's not going to like that.
It's like, dude, first of all, Pride Month was last month. Quit
See him
being
shaking
gay.
his head. He really, we're driving him away like a stepdad. Just pushing him away.
Pride Month was last month, buddy.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was in
Pride
June.
month is January, right?
June.
Doesn't sound right.
So, what do you got going on rest of the week?
Honey Boo Boo's doing a live emporium at the local Lindsay Center, and I'm gonna hit that up.
You're gonna hit up Honey Boo Boo?
The emporium, yeah.
Oh, the Emporium.
Yeah.
Okay.
Other than that,
Wait, is she dead? No, that's John Benet Ramsey. Is Honey Boo Boo alive?
remember that picture I showed you when you first sat down?
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, we'll put that up on the camera. We won't show it now.
Put that up on the camera. The Anacin commercial
Can I
has
show?
to go.
Can I show you the innocent? Nah, you know what? You're right. God damn it! This guy is just an angry man in this. You know what? We're gonna do it. We're gonna
it's
do
just
it.
going to create a lot of radio silence.
No, it's not. The
cause-
last time we did this, it seemed that people could hear it. Let's see here. We're gonna turn that up. Oh, it goes to 11, David. Let's see here. I'm gonna turn this around. Nope, can't hear a fucking thing. Well,
You want to practice this before
yeah,
the pod.
yeah.
Klitz.
No, I just kind of will. Yeah, I didn't do great. Can you see how? Did you see how mad that man? Look at that. Oh shit! I need Anacin. He was about to strike that woman. We're gonna put this up.
How's this, Mommy? Oh, that looks good. Hi, darling. Hurry and get ready for dinner. PTA meeting tonight.
Ellen, please, I just got home. Don't rush me. Control yourself. Sure you have a headache. You're tense, irritable. Don't take it out on her.
You need Anacin for fast relief. The big difference in Anacin makes a big difference in the way you feel.
25 seconds in, and you can see why women hated the 60s. Oh, God.
Anyway,
What an asshole.
Let's wrap it up.
Yeah, I got to go. I got things.
Good seeing you. Happy birthday.
You want to shake hands?
We're going to do fist pumps from now on.
Can I tell you what I did to this palm before we shake hands?
Yeah, we're not going to shake hands.
We're not.
No, we're not going to do it.
I'll see you next week,
See ya.
buddy. Ah, so gross. Why'd you pull it out?